This is the podcast, not an interview. This is a conversation. No gimmicks, just reasons. 84 reasons. Come holler at me. What up, everybody? I am being Truth. This is the latest installment of 84 Reasons. No games, no gimmicks, just reason. Got SEC Media Days coming up. Football season is officially here. Once we get past 4th of July, all the nonsense is out the way. And, the boys getting ready to go to Nashville. One of the three being selected to go represent them Gators is my next guest. This boy come from, we usually talk about the football royalty. This man got great-grandmas and grandmothers who do big things in Florida. Went to Florida, got libraries named after him. But he represents Jacksonville, Duval County, for those of you who live under a rock. We got a Princely, but today we talking to the king, my man Kingsley Eguakun. What's going on with you there, Kingsley?
What's up, boss? Not too much, man. Just been chilling.
Now, Kingsley, man, before we even get into the season, man, how you feeling, man? I mean, how are you health-wise, man? I know starting 13 games 2 years in a row, man, could do a lot on a man's body, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's little nicks and crannies here and there. Like, you play, you know what it is. But at the end of the day, I think I came out clean for the most part the past 2 years. So, I mean, I'm feeling pretty good. Mentally, I'm excited. I'm more excited than I've ever been to, go step on the field again for my last year as a Gator. So, I'm feeling good mentally and physically.
How does it feel to say that, though? You know how when you first get to Florida, you a wide-eyed freshman, like, dude, what the hell am I doing right here? And all of a sudden, I'm the leader of this group, man. It's funny to say you're a leader. You early 20, 21, 22 years old, but you be like, bro, I just got here. It's already coming to an end, man. How does that make you feel knowing it went by that fast?
It's a bittersweet type of feeling, to be honest with you. When I first came in, all the juniors and all the seniors were always like, you're going to blink and it's going to be over. Like, it's going to come fast, all this stuff. Because I always used to be like, dang, I can't wait to get on the field, this, that, and another. You feel me? Talking to them, expressing my feelings and whatnot. And I was always like, yeah, whatever. Like, yeah, y'all are just saying that because y'all are about to be done. But, now that I'm a fifth-year senior, this is my last season, it's, kind of surreal, that it's came this quick in a sense. Like, it's came this fast. But at the end of the day, I feel like I've had a really good time at the University of Florida. I feel like so far I've been able to accomplish some things and just looking forward to the future for real.
I mean, you've seen it all done and all in college, man. You talk about 2019, I want to say you come in, you had to deal with a global pandemic. You go from one coach to another coach, one scheme to another scheme. How did you know you would be, coming into Florida, no one could tell you that the whole world going to shut down. You on campus with nobody but y'all.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody in the stands. Talk about just your college football journey, man, because, you guys can write a book on the fact that, look, man, you want me to go 2019 to 2020 because the two do not compare.
Yeah, so thankfully I got to experience college before everything kind of got weird. I feel like it's not really the same anymore just because so much stuff has changed in the landscape of college football. But yeah, man, it's definitely was a weird situation, starting out in 2019, you feel me, normal year, you feel me, decent season. And then we had the pandemic hit in 2020. Everything was weird, no people in the stadium. It's just been interesting to see how kind of everything has changed and how everything has kind of bounced back from COVID. And yeah.
I mean, talk about things bouncing back. Man, what's up with these facilities, man? Y'all boys eating asparagus. Y'all talking about meet me at the pool. I'll see you at the pool later on, G. Not the cold tub. No. A real pool. Y'all boys out there taking pictures with your feet up. Y'all got little drinks that got little pineapples coming out of them. Talk about your facilities, man, and not having to walk up them stairs and go across the street. You could walk out the practice with 5 minutes before it's time to stretch.
Yeah, honestly, for me personally, I would say that's nearly the best reason for the facility is that walk. Really, the walk to practice was never that bad to me. The walk after practice used to be, especially when when it was hot towards the beginning of the season, the walk back from practice sometimes used to be, I used to have to sit down for a little 15, 20 minutes, eat a popsicle, get some Gatorade in me. But Yeah, man, the new facilities is really a blessing. Like having access to all these different things like the cryotherapy and this big cold tub, and then me personally, I use the underwater treadmills and like that little workout area just for different rehab things. And we had it all over there, but it's not the same. It's kind of like our own thing now, and we really get to just enjoy it and really be there and work. And like I'm one of the guys who I feel like I go out and get a lot of work in at night and stuff. And one thing that I've noticed since we've gotten in the new facility is like I'll see more people in the building with me when it's late at night. So like I feel like it kind of changed some guys' mindsets in a sense and kind of got them to go and get that extra work and stuff like that because I guess they feel more comfortable or whatever it may be in the new facility.
What's more impressive for the offensive line as a group? To rush for over 500 yards or to not give up a sack the whole game?
I'd say rush for 500 yards. That's pretty. That's impressive right there. That means you really dog somebody out if you're rushing for 500 in a game. I mean, not getting up a sack's cool too, but I mean, you got freaks that play D line, so and things do happen. So, but rushing for 500 is crazy though. Hopefully, we can get a couple of those this season.
Do y'all boys got the cheat sheet due to the fact that Coach Sale is the OC and he coaches you guys with Coach Stapleton? Obviously, the expectation is always going to be through the roof, but when the guy that's coaching you was also calling the plays, it's almost like, bro, we can't escape now, right? Like everything we doing. How was it having a guy like Coach Sale, even though y'all got Coach Stapleton as well?
It's definitely good. It's good having both of them, really, but because I feel like they both put their input in pretty equally on things. But it's nice to be able to kind of just have those conversations with Coach and like see what works, what doesn't work, see what we may like for a week and what we may not like for a week. And like sometimes I get to go up there and brainstorm with him and things and kind of just relay like how I feel and what I think will work, and like just give him how I feel and then let him run with that and ultimately do what he's here to do. But yeah, it's definitely nice having access to one of the play callers for sure.
I mean, Kingsley, you're not a small dude, but when you around your other four offensive linemen, you small as hell. Like when I'm looking at you and I'm looking at them, I said, well, the center is number 65. I said, who are these other dudes? I said, look, they're just gigantors walking around him like, 300 pounds used to be a nice size old lineman. We got guys 340, 350, 6'8", 6'7". Talk about having such a unique offensive line to be able to say, look, man, I'm the guy that make it all go. Like, I'm the one that calling out this. I'm calling out the strength. I'm calling out what this and the third. But talk about this old line and how y'all guys all look different, but y'all got a specific skill set for what they're trying to do on offense.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, I think everybody has a different build, but everybody uses it differently. And I think coaches put the pieces in place that they felt would be the best for our offense and how they want to go about the season. I think we got some really good guys in there, to be honest. I think we got some nice talents, the right mentality for the most part. And we got young guys who are willing to learn and want to learn. And yeah, I think we'll put it all together. You feel me? We're still obviously working out the things, but I think we'll be able to put it all together and handle business how we're supposed to.
What does Kingsley take from a guy like Osiris Torrance? Now that you the guy that the young guys are looking to for direction.
Right. So Sabo, that's my boy. So me and Sabo, like, really what I take from Sabo, I would say, is just I asked him a lot of questions about like how Coach Napier and the staff really like things to be. And it kind of just helped me kind of absorb, I guess, the offense and the scheme a little bit better. But yeah, and I guess now, like, obviously this has nothing to do with Florida, but Sabo and me, we talk a lot, and just having him having an open ear for real, just being able to ask questions about like the league and the next level and the process of all that stuff is nice to be able to have.
I mean, the one thing about you, Kingsley, is, I mean, number one, we never hear your name called. You never get penalties on. That's when me and Ryan, my producer, was talking about. I said the reason why you can't find nobody saying his name online because the boy just balls. Just go out there, do what he does, super duper confident. But he got that Jacksonville confidence because y'all Florida boys, y'all love where y'all from. Listen, I'm a Georgia boy. I love where I'm from. But y'all Florida boys, Y'all don't call each other by your names, like whatever Tampa or whatever West Palm Beach. Like, what is it about the state of Florida? Y'all just love it. Duval County got to be the most famous county in the state. But talk about that love for where y'all from and just upholding that, like with the different, because South Florida and North Florida, y'all got different swags, man.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's just kind of the culture out here. I think it's the competitiveness and the drive in all these guys since Little League for real. And like you can just, me personally, like, I can see the difference when I play these guys because they're hungry. Like that's the difference I can tell. Not knocking any other guys from any other states because we got some dogs from all over the place. But the Florida guys, especially at Florida, I feel like it kind of means a little bit more because they're repping their state and like they wanna show up for Florida. Like, you feel me? They got all their people watching. You feel me? Everybody in Florida knows Florida, loves Florida. So,
Coach Napier, I don't know. Listen, I don't know what phase y'all are in right now, Kingsley. Y'all got more phases than a person stressed out. Y'all go. There's a different phase every week, every month. Y'all got phases. This is the inner phase of the real phase. I don't know where. But talk about Coach Napier and him making sure you guys understanding. Man, you got to know who your teammates are, what their names are, where they from. You got to know your coaching staff, the training staff. Talk about those little intricacies and saying, look, man, I want you to know who's around you, not just come out here and play football.
yeah, that's huge to Coach Napier. It's actually funny you brought that up. Like, literally today, we had something, they call it Know Your Teammate. So, basically, like, they give out, you should already know it for the most part, but they give out sheets with like all the staff, all the players, basically anybody who helps us or who's part of the organization. And they so what we had to do is, like, we went upstairs and they're playing like Jeopardy music and all that funny stuff. And they got like these little slides together or whatever. And like, so you turn around, they set it up. And then when the stuff starts showing on the screen, they show like a person's face and you have to say their full name and where they're from. And you get 10 chances to get it right. So knowing your teammates is a huge thing for Coach. Definitely. He definitely, I feel like, prides himself on his team being that close, I would say.
How much better does it make you as a player knowing this? I mean, I hear you guys walking in the facility saying, "Oh yeah, that guy right there. No, that's so and so, man. He wants that. He's the equipment guy, or that's one of the." Because most of the time, for people who don't know what you do know, Kingsley, is football. I mean, college football is a grind, man. It's almost like people say, "Man, I remember sleeping. I just don't remember sleeping that much because it's go, 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 go." But at the same time, Billy Napier saying, Coach Napier saying, look, man, you need to know the people behind the scenes, bro. Like the ones that really make it go, you really need to know because they don't want no autographs, they don't want no pictures. But you walk up to them and say, "How you doing, Mr. Johnson? How you doing, Miss Patty?" That lights their whole day up because they were like, "Hey man, Kingsley came up to me today." He didn't, and he knew my name. Now he don't know where I'm from, but he know my name. I think that things like that as football players, we don't see what these coaches see. Like,
Yeah.
they don't give us X and O's. They saying, listen, I'm trying to tell you. They won't say that. It's a trainer that loves Kingsley. But I'm not going to tell King, I'm saying, Kingsley, man, make sure you say something to old boy when you walking out. That dude looking at his hand like this. Now, you didn't see it. When you walk away, he's like, I'm not washing this, bro. What? He dapped me up for real. But I say that to say, with everything happened last year in 2022, we get it. Nobody feels good about the season, but how do you feel going into the season knowing y'all boys got a heavy run attack that's, you know how it is when it comes to running the football, you can take it on the road, which we're going to have to do first game of the year, but what is all these people sleeping on Florida, man, like we don't play big-time football, like we can't smash anybody we in front of?
No, for real that. But honestly, bro, I think our rushing attack is nasty. I think we got 4 running backs that I feel like the coaches are comfortable putting in, and I'm comfortable personally having in the game behind me. And we got some big, like y'all know, we got some big old linemen who are ready to play, itching to get on the field, itching for opportunity. And we got some guys who got a little bit of experience in there to kind of help those guys do what we need to do. But honestly, like, all the naysayers, I mean, whether you're doing something wrong or doing something right, you're always going to have somebody saying something negative about you or somebody hating on you. So at the end of the day, I think if we just lock in and do what we know we can do and be who we know we can be, like you said, I genuinely don't think anybody lining up from across from us can mess with us. And I think it's up to the leaders like myself, Ricky, Jason, guys like that, to bring that mentality and let guys know, like, this is the Gator standard. This is what we need to do. This is how we need to operate, and basically how we need to go about our everyday operation.
Man, SEC Media Days is huge, man, because what happens is we always want to see who's going to be the guys repping, the school. Everybody want to see, and we get it. The quarterbacks are always going to be the headliners. That's easy. But this year, they say, yo, Rick, man, we need to holler at you, man. Yo, Jason, man, we need to holler at you. What was that like, man? Coach saying, listen, yo, Kingsley, bro, listen, we need you to come through. I know y'all boys get to get on the private jet, get to get G'd up. I mean, I get that part. I get it all. But it's to know that the coaches are saying, because, these conversations have behind the scene going, who the hell are we going to take up there? Somebody go, let's get Kingsley. Yeah. Because it ain't just repping the O-line, it's repping the whole squad. How did that make you feel knowing they want you to go up there to Nashville and let the world know, hey, bro, I don't know what they told. Listen, anybody that counted us out, they cannot count. Trust and believe that, bro. We coming this year.
Yeah, so, I mean, to be quite frank with you, I kind of knew I was going to go because just of the response I get from the guys in the locker room and kind of just how I feel like I carry myself throughout the day and kind of the standard I hold everybody to, and along with myself. I feel like I'm really blessed and glad that my teammates and coaches voted on me to be one of the guys representing us. But I feel like I've worked to put myself in that position where I never wanted it to be a hard decision for guys to be like, Kingsley should go represent us. So like I said, I'm extremely happy. When I got the call, I was literally jumping up and down because I was just so excited. Because actually I got a story. So I don't remember what year it was. It was early though. I know I was in middle school, but there was a video on YouTube of a Texas A&M offensive, like they were going to media day, and it was just like a vlog of like their everyday life. It was an offensive lineman too, and he just so happened to be African. I'm African, so I watched that video, and like I don't know what it was, but ever since that video, seeing that video, and I used to do that type of stuff all the time. I used to like watch Inside Look in college football, all types of stuff like that, just because I was so excited about it. But after watching that video, like that's a goal that I always wanted to be able to accomplish, even like since I first got here, and seeing the older guys who've had the opportunity to do that, like since I've been a freshman. So it was definitely a blessing, and I'm definitely excited for the opportunity.
I mean, whoa, you ain't gonna just throw that out there about the Texas A&M, a day in the life. Are you gonna give us a day? Are you gonna give us a day in the life of, of Kingsley?
Honestly, if they bring Randy or somebody like that to come record, for sure. But I don't know if I'm gonna have the time to record myself and vlog myself. You feel me?
Basically, what Kingsley is saying is, I'll be this. And they're like, dude, you got the camera upside down, bro. I don't know how to do this, man. I'm trying to give it to the people. But you said he was African. I'm African. I mentioned Princely earlier. So, I mean, do you and him got a different kind of kinship because y'all both African? Y'all got a different kind of kinship on the squad?
I wouldn't say it's anything different from like my other homeboys on the team, but you feel me? It's definitely cool having another guy. Obviously, Princely, both his parents are Nigerian, but it's definitely cool having some more people like that I can kind of relate to and kind of get to just, you feel me, go through my everyday life with that come from the same background as me. But yeah, I wouldn't say it's not really different from the other guys on the team, bro. I try to be pretty neutral.
Oh, you trying to tell me when Mama Princely come through with the jollof rice, you ain't telling Princely, really, bro? So your mama came through. Listen, I'm a country boy. I know a little something about a little. So you telling me, you say, yo, Princely, your mom told you when you had a big thing of jollof rice and you came up and you ain't give your boy none? Like, nah, man, I had to get rid of that quick. I'm just saying, my Nigerian stand up. I know country boy, man, but I know a little something about you. For those of you who don't know, man, when I said that, I mean, Kingsley lit up like, yeah. I mean, I just said if Mom Dukes came through with the, whipping it up, he know I need some of that. He know I need some of that.
For sure.
Now, Kingsley, man, I'm looking at your background, man. I'm always intrigued by, legacy players like, the Jacksons that came through there. You talk about the Pouncers that came through there, but your great grandmother, I mean, her name is she's part of like the the library in Florida or something like that. Something I read.
Yeah, it's something like that. It's like there's a certain part of the one of the libraries or something. I'm not sure the exact situation or story, but my grandma told me about it, and I guess they did something within it. So yeah, something like that. If I had more information about it, I would tell you, but I haven't really looked too much into it for real.
No. I'm just when I saw it's funny, right? You know,
Yeah.
we trying to have our own legacies as athletes, and then somebody come tell you something about your great grand. You're like, wait, what? Yeah. It's like that part over there. Like, which part? It's like to me, I think, and then your grandmother obviously went to UF. And was it always UF for you? A lot of people was recruiting you. A lot. Was it always UF for you?
Um, I can't say it was always UF because UF offer was kind of late in my opinion, but I mean I've always liked Florida. It's always been in the back of my head. It was the first college football camp I went to coming out of 7th or 8th grade. So Florida's always it was kind of a full circle moment actually when I committed to Florida because it was literally the first football camp that I went to was the University of Florida football camp. So yeah, I mean, I can say Florida's definitely it's always been kind of part of my life. You feel what I'm saying? Because like I've had people that have attended and loved the university. So
I mean, listen, class of 2000 was one of the most prestigious classes. Do not tell me your age, Kingsley. Shut the hell up. I don't want to hear it. You look young as hell, boy. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. But one of the homies, though, Shannon Snell, man, obviously former, first team All-American. Y'all boys get to chop it up. I don't know if y'all still doing it on Thursdays. What is it like having and I don't know if y'all talk ball when y'all eating that good Sundays barbecue, but having a former old lineman and I like chop it up with y'all guys. Y'all doing these funny as hell, but yeah, we cannot cook. We tell the camera people to stop putting us on camera. Like, hey man, listen, put the chicken on the grill, bro. We know you don't know what the hell you're doing. Just put it on the grill and let it sizzle. But having a guy like Shannon Snell around campus, man, how does that? Even if y'all don't even talking ball, just to talk to somebody who's been through everything you're going through.
yeah, it's definitely cool to have had the opportunity to kind of get around him and have conversations with him. For the most part, the most of the stuff that I've done with him has been food related. So you feel me? It's been fun, like getting to learn from him in different ways, different techniques in grilling and cooking, and it's kind of nice. He comes out to practice sometimes and just watches us, but it's just cool. It's kind of a respect thing, you know what I'm saying? The guys before you know what I'm saying, got to show respect, and you feel me? I respect what he did at the University of Florida. So like, when guys like that come through and talk, it's just like you really just listen. But it's been cool to have the opportunity, specifically to be able to go grill with him and stuff, and kind of learn from him in that sense.
I mean, do you have a hidden talent, Kingsley? Because when I was in college with Shannon, that boy didn't boil a hot dog. All this stuff he doing now, this stuff is I'm like, what the hell you mean he's a grill master? This boy didn't do anything when we was in college outside of pancake and D-line. Does Kingsley have a hidden talent that none of his teammates know about?
I wouldn't really say a hidden talent for real, like to be honest with you. Yeah, no, I wouldn't say that.
No, let me tell you what Kingsley just did for the viewing public. Kingsley is lying. Let me tell you why. Kingsley got. Let me tell you why. Kingsley, if a person ain't got a hidden talent, they go, nah. This man looked up in the air like, should I tell him? Nah, I can't tell him. No, because they're gonna be watching. No, that's cool. Listen, this is the first of many interviews, Kingsley. Once you go pro and become all pros, we'll come back to this because every football player has a hidden talent. Some of them you don't want to see them. Don't nobody want to. Some of that stuff. Kingsley got one I think that I wanted because when I asked, he didn't just say no. He went because what it was is let me tell you how I know. When I told Kingsley about his great grandma, he like this dude know about. Yeah, I don't know, but I know. But when I asked him about the hidden talent, he went. He was waiting to see if I knew all. I don't know. I do not know. Kingsley, we're gonna revisit this. I'm gonna have to send. Listen. I'm in the media, so I'm gonna talk to the people up there in Nashville. Say, listen, man, because when y'all ask Kingsley, do he got a hidden talent? And ask him on the main stage. I think he's holding. I think he's holding out on me. No, man, but with
I'm about to think about that now.
No, what it was is, no, this is what it was. Kingsley like, listen, bro, if one of y'all told him about my stuff, all right, because you telling me, ain't nobody rated you, ain't nobody said nothing. Princely ain't said nothing. But somebody knows. I don't know who knows, but I'm gonna have to get with Coach Sale or Coach Stapleton and say, listen, man, your boy holding out on you. What do you mean? I think the boy can sing or do something. He ain't want to tell me. But Kings, when it come to this season, man, this is your senior year. It does go by extremely fast. What are you looking forward to the most, your senior? Because everybody want to go out with a bang, but what is Kings looking forward to the most?
Really just the opportunity to put the uniform on, man. Like you don't really you not necessarily take it for granted, but you don't realize like you can't. This isn't forever, and like just the last 12 to 15 opportunities to be able to just go out there and put the orange and blue on and just represent the right way. And I really just want to go out there and really just play like really clean ball and just really dominate this season and leave a legacy. And like obviously I'm shooting for all the accolades, national championship, SEC championship, all that stuff. And I just want to go. I really just want to go win some games, man. Like I'm really trying to get back to the SEC championship.
Is there anything? I mean, obviously you a center, man. You are. I mean, everybody. You are the smartest O lineman. You have to be. If you aren't, it's going to be a long day. But you.
Yeah.
And listen, I got this. D tackle or nose guard in front of me. I'm pouring out the strength. But with all that being said, please try to tell the people what it's like when you finally run out the tunnel, man. Like when they go, could you tell people what that feeling is like? Because it's like a level of dopamine that most people don't understand. There's a reason why we run out, then they do the national anthem, because you be tired as hell running to that sideline. Just try to tell the fans who only get to see us do that what that feeling is like.
Yeah, so like you kind of can feel the rock, like the buzz of the yell, because everybody's so loud, and I kind of go numb in a sense. I talk to myself in my head when I'm running out. Obviously, I don't remember exactly what I say all the time, but I talk to myself, and like it's crazy because like everybody's screaming, but I can like hear my thoughts, and like you're just looking around, and it's kind of just wild because it's kind of just wild because you see it's literally 90,000 people in there screaming at the top of their lungs, and you're about to go play Alabama. You feel me at the crib, so it's really crazy for real. Like that's another thing. That's what I'm saying. Like not take it for granted, but like you don't realize how quick it comes until it hits.
We didn't do Gator Walk when I was at Florida, man. That's something that came a little bit later.
Yeah.
Man, what the hell is that like, man? I mean, they flood the streets. And the only reason why they ain't mobbing y'all because they got the little fence. If they didn't have the fence, but what is Gator Walk like?
Gator Walk's cool. It's definitely fun. I'm really locked in though. Like once I get on the bus for real, I got my headphones on. I'm really locked in from from that point on. Like I'm not really too worried about everything else. But like obviously go out there and dap up the fans and seeing the support. Like even though I'm locked in and I might not shake everybody's hand and say hi to everybody, like we feel the support and we really appreciate the support from all the fans. And like it really shows like everybody really cares about this and it kind of gives a little bit of an extra boost, like shows what another reason like why we're playing. So I mean I like Gator Walk. It's fun. You feel me? Everybody gets to put that drip on and kind of express themselves a little bit, but it's fun. And I know as a team we definitely appreciate all the fans coming out and showing their support continuously week after week.
And Kingsley, man, before I let you out of here, man, I mean most of the time, person like yourself, man, big time recruit coming out of high school. You talk about Florida was late to the party as far as like offering you, but the fam, man, the people, who we share the last name, share the same bloodline, the ones who made the ultimate sacrifice for us, whether that's football camps growing up, motivating us, I mean, what do you say to them? Because those are the ones that knew who Kingsley was before, maybe even if Kingsley didn't realize the type of talent he had back in the day.
Yeah, that's my motivation for real, man. Like that's what drives me. Like whenever, like I told you earlier, whenever I get that extra work in and stuff like that, and like my body's hurting, like you said, I done started 26, 27, 28, whatever it may be, consecutive games. Like my body's hurting. Like I'm telling you, my body be hurting. I just say show up. Like I literally no bully. I get up and I say just show up. Your body knows what to do. And like all I think about is my mom and like everybody. Sometimes it's crazy. Like, I'm not saying I'm not a negative person or something, but I'm not a very uppity, you feel me, type of person all the time. And I remember one time, one of my teammates, there was actually a couple of them. I walked into the breakfast area, they were all eating whatever, and like I just had a straight face, like just you feel me, my normal face, nothing wrong. I was cool, just woke up. But they're like, "Why you look so mad all the time?" Like, because I just, and like my answer, I ain't really have nothing else to say. All I could think of is my mom had to go to work this morning. So like that's really my driving force for real. And my grandma still has to work, like stuff like that. Like, and not only that, like that's helps with the motivation, but I've been working so hard and like I've played this game so long and I love this game so much. Like if I don't go do what I need to do to get to where I want to get, I can't do what I love anymore. So you know what I'm saying? Like, and I know that won't be good for me because like I really genuinely like this is what I do. I love this. So that I would say that's really that. Yeah.
And I mean, and I'm gonna ask, because I'm in the media sometimes, so sometimes I ask a media question. This is my media question for a second. Hold on. What is the Gator standard? Because we hear about it, right? We hear the standard, but I believe it. But I believe no matter what the coach said is, it's gonna mean something different to me. Like individually, I know what the tagline is, but what is the Gator standard to Kingsley? The man who say, "Bruh, I have to live it. I can't just talk about it. I got to be." What is the Gator standard to Kingsley?
The Gator standard to me is doing the extra things and having the right mentality all the time. And no matter what the situation is, just being resilient with everything you do, whether it's we need to get this third down conversion if we want to stay in the game, or it's 10, 11 p.m. at night and the other center in the country is working. So what are you finna do to make you different? What are you finna do to put you on top of everybody? And honestly, I think another part of the Gator Standard is the ultimate competitor, is just being competitive. And whether it's in practice, whatever, I don't care, walkthroughs, whatever, I'm going. Like, I'm blocking 15 yards downfield. I don't care if you get mad at me, I'm punching you, all this. So I think that's what the Gator Standard is just holding yourself to a higher standard and ultimately just not taking no for an answer. That's what I think.
He is Kingsley Eguakun. This man said, "My motivation is this. Man, why you got to look on your face? My mama had to go to work today. Shut the hell up. Leave me alone. And my grandma had to go to work today." Gator standard means, man, I'm competitive, bro. I'm playing. I'm playing through the whistle. Don't care how you feel about it. I'm putting in extra work because he said my mama had to go to work. Not that's coming to an end. That's what I heard in the back is, yeah, she works now. I'm gonna be the one to say, "Your mom, yeah. Do you want me to tell him, or do you want to tell your boss?"
Mm-hmm.
That's it. And for those who be saying, "Wait a minute, bro, you gonna do that for moms?" That's the least I can do for moms and grandma. Tell them, "Man, y'all put your feet up, man. I got this." Listen, you think his name Kingsley? That man been crowned coming out the womb. But stop playing with him. Stop playing with him. He's a jollof rice eating, pancake waiting. For those of you who have never had jollof rice, it will change your life. Listen to me. It's just rice.
No,
If that
for real.
person that say jollof rice is just rice, I got it. Listen, I got a handful of baby powder. I'm gonna slap the hell out. You don't know what you talking about. He is Kingsley Eguakun. I am being true. This is the latest installment of 84 Reasons. No games, no gimmicks, just reasons. Not my reasons, just reasons. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. That man gonna be in Nashville talking that talk for them blowers in the orange and blue. I want to see the drip. That's just it. I don't care what he says. I just want to see him do, because they're gonna ask, "Man, who you wearing?" He's gonna be like, "What you mean, man? Listen, I make these clothes. The clothes don't make me. I'm Kingsley."
For real.
Thank you, man. Keep listening. Stay healthy, man. Keep that $1 million smile. Tell Mom Dukes, tell Grandma Dukes it's coming to an end soon, man. Appreciate you taking the time, big time.
Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all today, man, and go Gators.